Day 847. Oxygen levels. Critical. Communications with Earth, lost. The red dust storm outside isn't our biggest problem anymore. What we found beneath the surface changes everything. Welcome to the story of humanity's first colony on Mars. I'm going to tell you what really happened, and I promise, by the end of this story, you'll learn not just English, but a secret that NASA never revealed. Let me take you back to the beginning. The year is 2045. After decades of preparation, humanity is finally ready to establish the first permanent colony on Mars. 6 astronauts have been chosen for this historic mission. Let me introduce you to our crew. Commander Sarah Chen, age 42, the mission leader. Dr. Marcus Rodriguez, the chief engineer. Dr. Yuki Tanaka, the biologist. Captain James Foster, the pilot. Dr. Amara Okonkwo, the medical officer. And Alex Petrov, the geologist. Each person was selected from thousands of candidates. The journey to Mars will take 7 months. Let me use the future tense here because I want you to understand how they planned their mission. They will travel for 225 days. They will experience zero gravity. They will face unknown dangers, and they will become the most isolated humans in history. But here's what they didn't know. They would discover something that would change everything. November 14th, 2045, Landing Day. Prepare for atmospheric entry, Commander Chen announces over the intercom. The crew members strap themselves into their seats. Through the small windows, they can see Mars getting closer. The planet appears red and dusty, with massive canyons and extinct volcanoes. "I can't believe we're actually doing this," Yuki whispers, her voice filled with anticipation. Marcus checks the instruments. "All systems are functioning normally," he reports. The spacecraft shakes violently as it enters the thin Martian atmosphere. Everyone holds their breath. This is the most dangerous moment. Many unmanned missions have crashed during landing. Altitude, 10 kilometers, 5 kilometers, deploying parachutes, activating landing thrusters. Commander Chen counts down. 3, 2, 1. Contact. A gentle thump. Silence. Then, "We have touchdown. We are on Mars." The crew erupts in celebration. Tears flow freely in the zero-gravity environment. 6 hours later, after safety checks, Commander Chen prepares to step outside. "Today, humanity takes its first permanent step on Mars," she says, opening the airlock. The red landscape stretches endlessly before her. Rocky terrain, dust, and complete silence. Earth is just a tiny blue dot in the black sky. "It's beautiful," she whispers, "and terrifying." One by one, the crew members step outside. They have a job to do. They must set up the colony before the first dust storm arrives. But they have no idea that someone, or something, is already watching them. The first month is exhausting. Let me describe their daily routine. Each morning, they wake at 6 a.m. Mars time. The habitat modules must be connected. The greenhouse must be constructed. Solar panels must be installed. Every task is difficult in the thin atmosphere and lower gravity. "Pass me that wrench," Marcus calls to James during construction. "Which one?" James asks. "The adjustable one. We need to tighten these bolts before the temperature drops." Dr. Okonkwo monitors everyone's health. "You're pushing too hard," she tells Marcus. "You need to rest." "We can't rest," Marcus replies. "The storm season is approaching. We must finish the external structures before then." Week 6. Yuki stands in the newly constructed greenhouse, holding a small plant. "This is our future," she says softly. "If we can grow food here, we can survive indefinitely." The greenhouse is a transparent dome filled with Martian soil that has been processed and enriched. Grow lights provide energy. Water is extracted from underground ice. Will it really work? Commander Chen asks. In theory, yes, Yuki responds, but we're about to find out. I'm planting the first seeds today. Potatoes, lettuce, and tomatoes. If all goes well, we will harvest our first crop in 60 days. But Yuki notices something strange. The soil samples she collected yesterday show unusual mineral compositions, something that shouldn't be there, something that looks almost biological. She decides not to mention it yet. She will investigate further first. Day 120. Alex, the geologist, is exploring a canyon 5 kilometers from the base. He's searching for water ice deposits. His equipment shows promising readings. Commander, you need to see this.
What is it? Chen responds. I'm not sure how to describe it. There's a cave entrance here, and my sensors are detecting something unusual. Electromagnetic signals. That's impossible, Marcus interrupts on the channel. There's no active geology on Mars. The planet is dead. I'm telling you what I'm seeing, Alex insists. Something down there is emitting regular pulses. It's too consistent to be natural. Commander Chen makes a decision. Don't enter the cave. Mark the location. We'll investigate as a team tomorrow. That night, nobody sleeps well. The crew gathers in the common area. Let's think about this rationally, Dr. Okonkwo says. What are the possible explanations? Presumably, it's some kind of natural phenomenon, James suggests. Maybe mineral deposits that create electromagnetic fields. Alternatively, it could be equipment from a previous mission, Yuki adds. Maybe something that crashed and is still functioning. But Alex shakes his head. The signal pattern is too complex. It's almost like a code. Silence fills the room. Tomorrow, Commander Chen decides, we investigate, but we follow strict safety protocols. Nobody takes unnecessary risks. Day 121. The entire crew approaches the cave entrance. It's located in a deep canyon wall, partially hidden by rocks. Equipment check, Commander Chen orders. Everyone confirms their oxygen levels, communication devices, and safety equipment are working. They enter the cave slowly. Their helmet lights illuminate the walls. The rock formations are ancient, billions of years old. The signal is getting stronger, Alex reports, checking his equipment. It's coming from deeper inside. They walk for 15 minutes, descending into the Martian crust. Then Yuki stops suddenly. Look at the walls, she whispers. Everyone turns their lights toward the cave walls. What they see makes their hearts stop. Patterns. Geometric patterns carved into the rock. Not random, not natural. Deliberate. This is impossible, Marcus breathes. Mars has been dead for billions of years. There's never been intelligent life here. Apparently there was, James says quietly. Commander Chen touches the wall. The patterns are intricate, mathematical. This changes everything we know about the solar system. Wait, Yuki calls from ahead. There's more, much more. They follow her around a corner and enter a massive chamber. And there, in the center, suspended in some kind of crystalline structure, is a device. It's clearly artificial, clearly technology, and it's glowing with a soft blue light. The electromagnetic pulses are coming from this device. We need to report this to Earth immediately, Dr. Okonkwo says. Commander Chen nods. Marcus, prepare a full data transmission. Include everything. Photos, video, measurements. Earth needs to know about this. But then Alex checks his equipment and his face goes pale. Commander, he says slowly, there's a problem. A big problem. What problem? Chen demands. My instruments show a massive dust storm approaching from the north. It's enormous, bigger than anything we've seen. It will reach the base in approximately 6 hours. Everyone knows what this means. Martian dust storms can last for months. They block out the sun. They make communication with Earth impossible. We need to return to base immediately, Chen orders. This discovery will have to wait. They rush back through the cave, back to their rovers, back to the habitat. The sky is already darkening. The wind is picking up. "Marcus, send the transmission now," Chen orders. "Everything we have, even if it's incomplete." Marcus works frantically at the communications console. "Uploading now. It will take 20 minutes to send all the data." But the storm arrives faster than predicted. The wind howls, dust engulfs the base. Solar panels are covered in minutes. "Transmission at 76%, Marcus reports. "Wait, no. Signal lost. We're cut off." The habitat shakes in the violent wind. Everyone gathers in the central module.
How long will this last? Yuki asks. Impossible to predict, Alex responds. Potentially weeks, possibly months. Dr. Okonkwo checks their supplies. "We have enough food and water for 180 days if we ration carefully. Oxygen recycling is functioning. We'll survive." But Commander Chen is worried about something else. What about that device in the cave? What if it's not just a historical artifact? What if it's still active for a reason? Nobody has an answer. The storm rages outside. Inside, the crew faces a new reality. They are completely alone, millions of kilometers from Earth, with a discovery that might rewrite human history, and they can't tell anyone about it. Day 156. The storm has lasted 35 days. The base is running on emergency power. The temperature inside is dropped. Everyone wears extra layers. "We need to make a decision," Commander Chen tells the crew. "We're safe for now, but we can't just wait. We need to understand what that device is." "You want to go back to the cave during the storm?" James asks incredulously. "Not all of us," Chen clarifies. "A small team. We take the opportunity to investigate while Earth can't monitor us."
"Why would we hide this from Earth?" Dr. Okonkwo questions. Chen chooses her words carefully. "Because once Earth knows, this becomes political, military, commercial. Right now, we have the chance to understand this discovery purely scientifically, to make sure it's handled correctly." After debate, they agree. Chen, Marcus, and Yuki will return to the cave. The others will maintain the base. The journey through the storm is treacherous. Visibility is nearly zero, but they make it. Inside the cave, protected from the storm, they approach the device carefully. "I'm detecting no radiation, no harmful emissions. Whatever this is, it seems safe," Marcus reports. Yuki examines the crystalline structure surrounding it. This isn't natural crystal formation. This was grown, deliberately created to preserve the device. "Can we access it?" Chen asks. Marcus studies the device. It's approximately 1 meter in diameter, spherical, covered in the same geometric patterns they saw on the walls. There's an interface here. It almost looks like it's waiting for interaction. "Should we touch it?" Yuki asks nervously. Chen takes a breath. "We might never have another chance. We could wait for Earth's permission, but that could take months. Hypothetically, if this device is dangerous, we need to know now before the colony grows larger." She reaches out slowly and touches the interface. The device activates. The blue glow intensifies. The chamber fills with light. And then, incredibly, holographic projections appear in the air around them. "What's happening?" Marcus whispers. The projection shows star maps, planetary systems, and then images that make them gasp. Mars, billions of years ago, with oceans and atmosphere. Mars with cities. Mars with life. It's a record, Yuki realizes, a historical record of an ancient Martian civilization. The projections continue. They show the civilization's rise, their technology, their culture. But then, disaster. The images show Mars losing its atmosphere, the oceans evaporating, the civilization dying. But before the end, they built something. They created these devices and placed them underground, preserved in crystal, waiting. "Waiting for what?" Chen asks aloud. As if answering her question, the projection changes. It shows Earth, and then, incredibly, it shows humans arriving on Mars. It shows this moment. "This is a message," Marcus breathes, "a message intended for whoever came next."
The final projection shows coordinates, locations across Mars where more devices are buried, and one location that stands out, a massive structure deep beneath the Martian polar ice cap. They left us something, Yuki says. The ancient Martians left humanity an inheritance. The projection fades. The device powers down. But now they understand. This changes everything, Chen says. Mars isn't just a dead planet we're colonizing. It's a world with history, with meaning. We're not the first intelligent life here. We're the second. Earth needs to know, Marcus insists. Yes, Chen agrees, but we need to make sure this information is handled appropriately. We need to ensure that these ancient sites are protected, studied, respected. Assuming the storm ever ends, Yuki adds. As if on cue, Alex's voice crackles over the radio. Commander, you need to return to base immediately. The storm is dissipating, we're getting sunlight, and we just re-established contact with Earth. Back at the base, the crew faces their choice. Earth is demanding an immediate full report, James tells them. Mission Control wants to know everything about the 45 days we were silent. Commander Chen looks at her team. We tell them everything. But we also recommend that the ancient Martian sites be declared protected zones, scientific preserves, not commercial or military assets. Ideally, Earth will agree, Dr. Okonkwo says, but realistically, there will be pressure to exploit whatever technology is down there. That's why we need to be clear, Chen responds. We're not just colonists, we're guardians now, guardians of Mars's past and humanity's future on this planet. She sits at the communications console and begins typing her report to Earth. Day 847, present day. And that's how it began, Commander Chen speaks into her personal log. The message we sent to Earth started debates that are still ongoing. Some want to excavate every ancient site immediately. Others want to preserve them untouched. The compromise is slow, careful study. Our colony has grown. 50 people now, soon 100. We're building a new human civilization on Mars, but we're building it with respect for those who came before. She looks out the window at the red landscape. We still don't know everything about the ancient Martians, why they disappeared, whether any survived, what secrets are hidden beneath the polar ice. These mysteries will take generations to solve. But we know one thing certainly. We are not alone in the universe. We were not the first, and hopefully, we will not be the last. This is Commander Sarah Chen, First Colony on Mars, signing off. And that's where our story ends. For now. You've just learned hundreds of new English words and expressions through this 45-minute journey. Let me quickly review some key vocabulary themes we covered. Scientific terms: atmosphere, electromagnetic, geological, artifact. Future tenses: will, would, going to, present continuous for future. Speculation language: possibly, potentially, presumably, hypothetically. Action verbs: establish, investigate, confirm, discover. But more importantly, you experienced how English works in a real story, how grammar flows naturally, how vocabulary builds meaning. Now here's the question I want to leave you with. What do you think is beneath the Martian polar ice cap? What did the ancient Martians leave there? Subscribe to this channel and you'll find out, because I'm creating a sequel to this story. Part 2 will explore what Commander Chen's team discovers next, and trust me, it's going to be even more exciting. In the meantime, here's your homework. 1. Watch this video again, and this time, write down every new word you learned. 2. Practice using the future tenses we covered. 3. Write your own short story prediction about what's under the ice. Leave your predictions in the comments below. The most creative answer will get featured in the next video. Remember, learning English doesn't have to be boring.